Hey, greetings and salutations. I'm Big Brother. I've put together a bunch of what's sold. I haven't done. I'm not putting them out in a steady pace, but I do put out shorts and reels of the actual auctions taking place. Make sure you subscribe to my Instagram, Big Bro Auctions. You might be able to find me on Facebook and YouTube at Big Bro Auctions. Every Tuesday and Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, I have an auction on my YouTube channels. Tuesdays are my ephemera shows, and Sundays are my variety shows. Sometimes I have guests, sometimes I don't. Come check me out. Uh, yeah, come join chat, and I'm sure the ladies will be glad to have some new blood. Okay, so here we go. 20 items that have sold recently. I'm moving to ephemera, so I'm selling a lot of ephemera, so you're going to see a lot of ephemera. Okay, antique, 1920-ish, check sell. You just have to be patient. These sold rather quickly, but they sold to somebody that's in Ansley, Nebraska, so that's probably why. I got full asking price. Almanacs. I acquired a bunch of almanacs from the 1800s and a lot of dental science and medical science books from the 1800s. It was a good auction. That's all I got to say. I've sold most of them, and I'm getting down to the last couple that I have, and I'm selling them all for right around 15 bucks. The really expensive ones have already sold. So yeah, these are the cheaper ones. Oh yeah, full asking price. American Girl. I'm trying to get rid of all my American Girl stuff. I've had a lot of American Girl stuff from a great big purchase a couple years ago, and I'm getting down to the last of it. And honestly, I'm just sick of American Girl. It does okay, guys, but yeah, I'm tired of dolls. It's time to move on. And last Christmas, or the Christmas before rather. I bought about 50 of each of these and I put them together and I've been selling them off all year. And I'm finally down to my last set. Let's see, 10 bucks if somebody wants to hit me up with an 8 buck offer, I'll take it. Yeah, okay. Royal Hager is still selling. Certain ones still sell. Make sure you use your sold comps for sure on this one. A lot of times you don't need sold comps to figure things out. If you've been doing it long enough. And yeah, that this was a good buy. This particular one sells. There's a lot of sold comps for this particular one. So I took a best offer of 30. What's it say? 35.50, which is weird. Okay, here's I actually have to look and research all the little bits of ephemera I buy. I buy them usually in a big box, and I have to go through everything. And that's how I buy my ephemera at auction. Uh, I did some research on this one. Not too many around. Throw it up there for $30. Got full asking price within about 6 hours. It's for a Mexican beer called Superior. There you go. 50s Mexico tourism thingy. Took lots of pictures, pretty little pictures in it. Sold within a week for $16. Let's see. Did pretty good. Okay, yeah. I've had this Gordon stuff laying around. I'm not a Gordon fan, but somebody gave me this and I didn't want it, so I just threw it at the auction. Buyer pays shipping, and maybe I make a couple of bucks off of stuff I really don't want, right? Which is pretty much what eBay is. But yeah, I got 3.25, which is 3.25 more than I expected. Well, minus eBay fees. And that same guy won this lot for $1, so I'm sure he felt like he got him a good deal. Uh, yeah, there we go. So we both made out like a bandit. Getting done to selling most of my Boyd Bears as usual. I buy in bulk and I sell in bulk, okay? That's the name of the game for me. That's how I do my eBay. I buy bulk. So when I bought all these Boyd's Bears, I bought like 20 or 30 of them in one chunk, right? And then I sell them off by the piece. That's how I make my money. Uh, Anything I have listed for $12.95, I totally expect to get between an $8 and a $12 off, or yeah, $8 and a $10 offer, and that's probably what I'm selling these at. Honestly, I didn't mark this one down, so it was probably between $8 and $10. Here's the real deal. I probably should have priced this one higher. That's my mistake. But, it was just in the bottom of a box. So, maybe I had a quarter or $1 into it at the very most. I usually don't pay that much for my stuff. Uh, yeah, this is the real deal. This isn't a reproduction or anything. So, this is Metal Quackery, and it does well. I put it out there for $18 and it sold almost immediately. It's one of those things, as soon as you hit the enter button for list, an hour later, ka-ching, one of those deals. So, does that mean I didn't uh, raise the price? Yeah, probably. Or it could have been that it was just the perfect item at the perfect price. And that's a better way to look at it. I call it the baby bear effect. So, uh, it's not one extreme or the other, it's just perfect. Anyway, I took a best offer of $12 for all these Boyd's Bears clothing. They were all taken off all the mohair bears. I sold like a lot of 5 mohair bears for like $60, which made all my money and then some. And everything I've been selling for that's Boyd's has been nothing but a profit at this point. So buying bulk, selling bulk, put some lots together, makes you a little extra money. Okay. The last of my crafting charms, I acquired a whole lot of these. I think I paid up for a crafting lot at auction because I know they sell. Anyway, it says 15 birds. I only had 12 birds, so I reached out to the buyer, said, hey, I've got some charms from other sets where there was only like 3 or 4 left over. So I offered her all the rest of what I had uh, in exchange for me not having the 3 to complete her set. The lady said absolutely. I sent them to her, and she gave me positive feedback. She was very happy with what she received. Don't be afraid to talk to your buyers. Just be nice and be upfront about what's going on. Student handbag. Butler University, which is not far from here. So I made some money off this. Guy gave me a great, like a paragraph long, glowing letter kind of thing. It was really over the top, but I appreciate that. I'm probably gonna send him a coupon. Yeah, getting rid of the last of my doll stuff. You guys hear me say that? Everything. Eventually I'll stop saying that because it'll all be gone. But here we go. Shoes. I sell shoes. Shoes always sell. They may take a while to sell, but they do sell. And let's see, 59. Let's see. I have a bet. I took best offer of $48 on these. Yeah. So easy money. Piece of paper, Donald Duck, Viewmaster thing. I like it. I kept it around for a while because I like Donald Duck. Period. I kept it for the cover. Uh, let's see. Got full asking price. It's in excellent condition, so yeah, it sold pretty good. This is a unique one that I have. Anytime I find ephemera that is linked to another piece of ephemera that I have, I always put them together. Sell it all as a lot. It'll do better. The pieces of paper tie each other together, makes them more desirable. Anyway, here we go. I've got copper cable lighting rods. This is the letter about it, and here is the bond after it, and it's from 1912. Old stuff. Love selling old stuff. $24.95. Took an offer of $22. Compliments of the operation of a Frigidaire from the 20s. Took a best offer of 18 on this, and it's about the operations of most Frigidaires. So here's a really neat one. This is the last of my 1800s dental science stuff. I acquired a whole bunch of almanacs and journals, as I said before. And this is getting down to the last one. Now this one has the subscription page still attached to it. You know, the thing you send off in the mail so you can get a subscription of these things. It still had it attached, but the binding had come loose, so the leaves of sections were still in good condition. Let me show you what I mean. Like this, you notice. So I did show some cool pictures, you know, like the dental chairs are always cool looking in these things. And the different, but I show the condition that they're in great condition, it's just not together. And put it out there for $74.95. Took a best offer of $65, even though it was in this condition, because it's old and cool looking. Yeah, love this one. I'm pretty sure that's the last one of those I have. And this one's neat. Cabinet card from 1929. As it states, this is International Harvester. The engineers and the guys that built it. The engine blocks. Which I think I put that in the description. But, you know, who reads the description, right? Anyway, it's inscribed in the bottom, and it says what it is. So there we go. I got asking price of 24 on this. I took it. I think I paid. I wanted to pay in like $7.50 for this. Anyway, that's what I got. You know, the world of wow, weird, and you know, ephemera selling. And this is why I'm going to ephemera. I have a place where I can come up with it. I have an ephemera show on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Come check it out if you like ephemera. I sell all kinds of things. Postcards, man, I got postcards, guys. Trust me. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching this show. Subscribe if you want more. Instagram I'm on, Facebook I'm on, and of course YouTube. I put out reels and shorts of what the auctions are actually like. And you get to see what sells for what price. So, thanks for watching, guys. Ta-ta for now.